Conversation and my life feels so vacant. Without you, I'm just moving in between. Sad reality. No, I'm patient, but I've been out here waiting for someone else to fill the void in me. A harsh reality. And I've heard you're with someone else while I'm here by myself.
Let's be lovers tonight and count the stars in our eyes. Discover how they align. Let's be lovers tonight. Take a stroll through the park. Steal a kiss from you after it's dark.